Hello everyone, welcome back to my Python complete course. In the previous lecture, we learned about list and tuples, and in this lecture, we will learn about dictionary and sets. So, both of these topics are widely used in real-world applications and Python projects, web development, data science, and machine learning and automation. So, if you understood this, understand this concept clearly, your Python programming skills will become much stronger. So, without wasting any time, let's get started. So, first question that comes in our mind, that is, what is dictionary? A dictionary is a built-in data type in Python that stores data in the form of key value pairs. Uh, what the meaning of this? What is the meaning of this? Before learning dictionary, let's understand why Python introduced it. Suppose you want to store a student's information. The student's name is Ayush and age is 20. Course is Python. Then marks are 95. And if we use a list, one second, if we use a list, it will look like so it will look like this. So this code works perfectly, but imagine after 1 month you want to print the student's marks. You have to remember that marks are stored at index number 3. If your program contains hundreds of values, remembering every index becomes difficult. To solve this problem, Python introduced dictionary. So, what is the example of dictionary? Student is equal to age 20 course 95 course Python marks 95. So print student. So what will be the output? Name Ayush, age 20, course Python, marks 95. So it is the output. So let's understand every line carefully. So first we created a variable named student. Inside curly braces, we stored multiple pieces of information. On the left side, we have keys and on the right side, we have values. The column separates the key from its value and every key value pair is separated by a comma. This complete structure is called a dictionary. Okay. So next we have uh, key value. Okay. So one important thing you should always remember: the left side is called the key and the right side is called the value. For example, name is the key, Ayush is its value. Similarly, age is the key, like this. Once again, name is the key, Ayush is the value, age is the key, and 20 is its value. Okay. So Python uses key to access values quickly. So what are the features of dictionary? So features of dictionary is a dictionary stores its data in key value pairs, and it is immutable also because it means we can change its data after creating it, and it does not allow duplicate keys. Every key must be unique. A dictionary can store different data types together. It can store strings, integers, floats, booleans, lists, tuples, and even another dictionary. So, how do people create a dictionary? Student name. So, yes, name Ayush is 20, CGPA 8.5. Okay, so next we have, so how we access the values. How can we access a particular value? In list, we use index numbers, and in dictionary, we use keys like this: print, student, name. 1 second. Student is equal to name Ayush image 20 CGPA 8.5. Student name So see Ayush, student name Ayush. Okay. So next, if you want to print age, so here we will print 20. Okay. Age is 20. So on CGPLs. Okay. So next we don't need to remember index numbers. Okay. We simply write the key name. Python automatically returns the corresponding value. Okay. I will give a real life example based on this. Imagine you go to a library. Instead of asking, please give me book number 1 to 5, you simply tell the librarian, I need the book name Python programming. The librarian searches using the name, not the number. A dictionary works in exactly the same way. It searches the data using keys instead of index numbers. So what we will learn in So what is a dictionary? Why do we need a dictionary? What are keys and values? Features, creating a dictionary, printing a dictionary, and accessing the values. Okay. So in the next we will learn about next we will learn about yes how we will update a dictionary. Okay. So a dictionary is mutable. Mutable means its value can be modified after creation. So 1 second. Name Ayush age 20 CJ Python. Okay. So suppose Ayush has now turned 21. So we will do what? Age 21. So name Ayush age 21 CGB Python. Okay. Course Python or CGB Python, whichever you want. So let's understand what happened. Python searched for the key name age. It found the value 20. Then it replaced it with 21. The rest of the dictionary remained exactly the same. This is called updating a value. So next, another example based on this. One second. So what will be the output? One second. Output. Yes, name Ayush Ishwanti course Python programmer. So again, Python search for the key name course. The old value was replaced with the new value. So next we have adding new key. Okay, new key value pair. So if the key does not exist, Python automatically creates a new key value pair. So what is the example? One second. So now we see adding key value pair. Okay. So name Ayush is 20 course Python city Delhi. So earlier there was a no key name city. When we assign a value to it, Python created a brand new key automatically. Okay. So if we want to add more values, ABC college, name student, name Ayush, age 20, course Python, CGPA 8.7, college ABC college. Okay. So you can add as many key value pairs as you want. Okay. There is no fixed limit. So next we will learn what dictionary with different data types. Okay. So what will be the example? So name Ayush age 20, CGPA 27 is passed true. Okay. So a dictionary can store different data types of values together. Okay. Their name is a string, Ayush is a value, and age is an integer, CGP is a float, and is passed is a boolean. So this flexibility makes dictionary very powerful. So next we have duplicate keys. Duplicate keys. Add as many key value pairs, okay, as you want. There is no fixed limit. So next we will discuss dictionary with different data types. Example, name Ayush age 20, CGPA 27 is first true. So a dictionary can store different types of value together. Their name is a string, age is a integer, and CGP is a float, is pass is a boolean. So this flexibility makes the dictionary is very powerful. Okay. Then we will discuss duplicate keys. Name Rahul. So a dictionary does not allow duplicate keys. If the same key appears multiple times, Python keeps only the last value. Okay. So next we will discuss nested dictionary. So a dictionary inside another dictionary is called a nested dictionary. So imagine if a school management system. Each student has personal information. Each student has also a subject-wise marks. Instead of creating multiple dictionaries, we can store one dictionary inside another. So what is the example? So name IU subject Python 98, Math 95, so English 98. So the outer dictionary stores the student's information. The inner, once again, the inner dictionary stores the marks of different subjects. This section is called a nested dictionary. Then we have access nested dictionary. Access nested dictionary. So in which what we will do? So yes, Python 98, Math 95, English 92. So this prints the complete inner dictionary. If we want to access one subject, student subjects, so what will be the output? 98. So let's understand this carefully. First, student subjects returns the inner dictionary, then Python accesses the value stored inside that dictionary. So the first final answer is 98. That is the final answer 98. Okay. So next we have another example, math. So its answer is 95. So if we have to update the nested dictionary, so name are your subjects Python 98, math 100, English 92. So nested dictionaries are also mutable. We can update any value inside them. So some Viva questions can be asked, that is, what is a nested dictionary? A nested dictionary is a dictionary that contains another dictionary is as its value. Okay. Then can we update a dictionary after creating it? Yes, because dictionary are mutable. Then we have that does dictionary allow duplicate keys? Yeah, no. Every key must be unique. Then we have some. Then we have what next? Some dictionary methods, keys, values, items, get, update. Let's understand each one with examples. So method one is keys. So the definition of keys is the key method returns all the keys present in the dictionary. Once again, example name I use subjects is once again. Age 21, course, Python. CGPA 8.7. Print student dot keys. So what will be the output? Ayush, age 21, course Python, CGP 8.7, Python student or keys. Okay, yes. So, dictionary keys are name, age, course, CGPA. So, let's understand this output. One second. Let's understand this output. The dictionary contains four keys: name, age, course, CGPA. The keys method returns only the keys, not the values. Okay. So, if we want to convert keys into list, what we will do? Print list student dot keys name, age, course, CGPA. So sometimes we need the keys in the form of a list. For that, we simply use the list function. Okay. So if we want to count the keys, so we will use len function. So it is 4. So the length function counts the total number of keys in the dictionary. So next method will be values. The values method returns all the values stored in the dictionary, like student dot value. One second. Yes, I use 21 Python 8.7. So instead of returning keys, this method returns only the values. Now we will have to convert list, so the values into list. List student dot values. So I use 21 Python 8.7. So my we will convert values into this. So I use 21 Python 8.7. So next we will see the item method. So the item method returns both keys and values together. So what will be the example? Dot items. With item name I use H21. Course Python is CGP 8.7. So So notice something that it is very interesting. Every key value pair is written as a tuple. So this method is very useful when we want to access both keys and values together. So if we want to convert items into list, so name I use H21 course Python CGP 8.7. So we convert by list into list item into list. Okay. So next we will see get method. So the get method returns the value of a specified key. Students dot get one second. Student dot get okay name So Ayush. Okay. So here we got the get method of the name function. Okay. Then we will see the course if we want Python. So it is simply simple. Okay. Then we will see the difference between get and scale brackets. Using scale brackets, we will we can do what? It will show error. 1 second. It will show error with clear. If we will use get method, means circle brackets like this student dot get city, then we will have none. So this is one of the most important interview question. If the key does not exist, scale brackets produce an error, but get returns none instead of giving an error. That's why many programmers prefer using get. Okay. So next we will have one more method that is update. So the update method is used to update existing values or add new key value pairs. Okay, so what will be the example? We will see student dot update. 1 second. Student dot update. Student update. So we will get what? Student dot update page. So age 22. So name Ayush age 22 course Python. 1 second. Yes. So the key age is already exist. So Python updated its value. If we want to update city. So city is Delhi. Okay. So next, the key city did not exist. One second. The key city did not exist. Therefore, Python created a new key automatically. Okay. So I will give you a real life example on by giving you a code of this method employee is equal to id name English salary department ID print employee please print employee dot values print employee dot items print employee dot get salary dot update salary. So again, that so what will be the output? So output is this whole thing. So this is the real life employee record. Using dictionary method, we can easily retrieve or update employee information. Okay. So this is the important question that you should know. Then the some viva questions that can in future may be asked that which method returns all dictionary keys? Answer is keys a circle bracket. Okay. Then which method returns all values? Values bracket circle wala. Then which method returns both keys and values items? It's a same bracket. Which method does not produce an error if a key is missing? Get method. Which method is used to update the dictionary? Update method. Then we have next thing that is dictionary and sets. Okay, but we'll have some practice questions. Store the one second. store the one. I will 1 second. Where is the question? Yes, the question is store the following word meanings in a Python dictionary. Table, a piece of furniture. So, and a second table, a list of facts and figures, and cat, a small animal. So, notice that the word table has two meanings. Since one key cannot have two different values directly, we will store both meanings inside a list. There is 1 second. I will show you a question. Store the following word meanings in a Python dictionary. Table, a piece of furniture. Then second table, a list of fixed facts and figures. Then a cat, a small and animal. Okay, so we will see the code. Okay, dictionary. 1 second. Yes. Table. Piece of furniture. List of facts and figures. Then we have another cat, a small animal. Print dictionary. So table, a piece of furniture, list of facts and figures, cat, a small animal. So the key table stores a list because it has multiple meanings. The key cat stores only one string because it has only one meaning. This example shows that dictionary values can also be a list. So next we have a question that is store the marks of three subjects inside a dictionary. Okay, dictionary. So how we will store? First we will see Python Java 91. C, 92. So print marks. So Python 95, Java 91, C 92. Okay. So each subject becomes a key and its marks becomes the value. So next question, what we have, store, sorry, store the input program. Okay, marks int input enter Python marks then math and input marks save input input enter save marks. Now print marks. So enter Python marks 93, 93, 92. So Python 93, Math 93, C 92. So here the user enters the marks during program execution. The values are stored in the dictionary dynamically. So next, the some Viva questions are here. Can a dictionary store another dictionary? So answer is yes. A dictionary can store another dictionary, a list, a tuple, a set, or any other data type as its value. Okay. So we will revise what we learned in this part. So far we have learned what is dictionary features, syntax, accessing values, updating values, adding new keys, and nested dictionary method practice questions. So next we will have sets. Okay, so let's move to another important data type called set. Many beginners think that list, tuples, and sets are the same, but that is not true. A set has some special properties that make it different. So what is set? A set is a built-in data type in Python that stores unique values. It automatically removes duplicate values. Okay, so one second. So I will give a real life example, that is, imagine a classroom where students selected their favorite programming language. Some students selected Python, some selected Java, some selected C++. So if you want only the unique programming languages, then a set is the perfect choice. So if we want to create a set, how we will create? Let's say language Python Java C. So one second. Language so Python Java C. One second. We also have to include comma. So Python C Java. So there is a simple set. Notice that sets are also used curly braces. However, unlike dictionaries, sets do not contain key value pairs. They only store values. So, what are the duplicate values in these numbers? 10, 12, 30, 40, 50, 60, one second, 30, 10, 40, 10, so output is 40, 10, 20, 30. So even though we enter duplicate values, Python removes them automatically. This is the biggest feature of sets. Okay. So next, why we use sets? Suppose the website stores thousands of usernames. If duplicate usernames are not allowed, a set becomes very useful. So similarly, sets are used in data science, machine learning, database operations, and many Python applications. So what is an empty set? So it is an empty set. So this is not an empty, sorry. So this is not an empty set. Many beginners make this mistake. As I said, it is empty set, but it is not an empty set. So how to correct way to make an empty set? Let's see. Set print type empty. So what is the output? Class set. So whenever you want to create an empty set, always use the set functions. So what are the features of sets? It is mutable. Okay, it is unordered. It is have no duplicate values. It has only store unique values and it remove duplicate values automatically. And it cannot be accessed using index. So some quiz questions that can be asked in Viva or in interview questions. Okay, so which data type removes duplicate values automatically? So answer is set. Which can set store duplicate values? So answer is no. How do we create an empty set? By sets, this set and bracket. Okay. So next, what will we have? Uh, So next we will see some set methods. Okay, that is add, remove, discard, pop, union, intersection. So let's understand each method one by one. Okay, so method one is add. The add method is used to insert a new element into a set. What is example? Numbers is equal to 10, 20, 30. So if we want to add numbers add 40 numbers. Okay. So 48 and 20 30. So output is this. So initially our set contained three values 10, 20 and 30. After using the add method, Python inserted 40 into the set. Remember, if the value already exists, it will not be added again. Okay. So if you want to insert 20, 10, 20, 30. Uh, so it is inserted before, so it will not insert again 10, 20. Okay. If some number is not inserted in that particular element or set, so it will not insert that thing. Okay. So 20 is already exists, so Python ignored it. So next method we have that remove method. The remove method deletes a specified element from a set. If we want to remove, so it removes 20. Okay. So next we have another method, that is discard method. So the discard method also removes an element from a set. However, unlike remove, it does not generate an error if the element is missing. Then 30. So, so if you notice that error, no error occurred. Okay, the set remains unchanged. So next, some questions, that what is the difference between remove and discard? Remove gives a key error if the element is not present. Discard does not give any error. Next, we will have some uh, another method, that is pop method, that it removes a random element from a set. POP, pop. So it removes a random element. Since sets are unordered, Python removes any one element. You cannot predict which element will be removed. So you have to remember one point that is important. Never use pop when you want to remove a specific value. Instead, use remove or discard. So next we'll have clear method. We'll have clear method. The clear method removes all elements from the set. Numbers dot clear. So it removes all the numbers. So next we will have union method. What we have? Union method. So it combines all unique elements from two sets, right? A is equal to 1, 2, 3, B is equal to 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 11, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the duplicate value 3 appear only once. Union always returns unique elements. So I will give a real life example based on this. So that imagine two classrooms. Class A has students Rahul, Aman and Priya. Class B has students Priya, Karan and Ayush. So if we contain both classes without repeating names, we get the union. So next what we have intersection method. So it returns only the common elements between two sets like A dot intersection B. So 3. So the only element that is common is 3. So therefore intersection returns 3. Suppose two students have these favorite subjects. Student A Python, Java, C++, student B Python, JavaScript, SQL. The common subject is Python. Therefore intersection returns Python. So if you want to if you want a complete Python program based on union and intersection that look like, I will show you how it will be look like. It will look like. So union 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 intersection 3. Okay, so this is the complete Python program for union and intersection. So next we have some questions, that is which method add an element to a set? Add method. Which method removes all elements? Clear. Which method removes a random element? Pop. Which method contains two sets? Union. And which method returns only common elements? That is intersection. Difference between remove and discard. Remove throw an error. If the element is missing, discard does not throw an error. So we'll have some coding questions throughout our the lecture that we learned so far. Okay. So first question is, create a dictionary that stores the following details. Following details is name. One second. Name. Name. Age. Course. City. GPA. and print all the information. Okay, so student, so if we have to create a dictionary, let's store the following details and print all the information. Student is equal to name, name, Ayush, age 21, course Python, city Delhi, CGPA 8.7, print student. So it gives an error because we do not use comma. So yes, name Ayush age 21, course Python, city Delhi, CGPA 8.7. Okay. So next, so here we created a dictionary name student. Each key stores a specific piece of information. Finally, we printed the complete dictionary. So next, what we have, print keys, values, and items. Update student information. These things are I told you earlier. So next, I will this to what your homeworks. Then I will solve this with dictionary using user input. So print student dot keys print student dot values. So these things are here. So I will solve previous two questions also. I am just kidding. Okay. So print keys, values, and items. I will remove this. Okay. Print student name. Print student age. Print student age student, 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 city. So what will be the output? So output is CGPA. So output is this. Okay. Instead of reading the complete dictionary, we can also print one value at a time using its key. So next we have update student information. Okay. How we will update student age 22, student city Noida, print student. So it is this. Okay, these things are here. So next fruit chart we can do. So dictionary, these things are same, and remove fruit. Once again, all these things are repeating, but we will do at one time. So here is some interview questions that are discussed earlier. Okay, but we will do again for revision. So once again, what is a dictionary? A dictionary is a built-in data type in Python that stores data in the form of key value pair. So what is a set? A set is a built-in data type that stores unique values only. Difference between list and dictionary. So difference between, no, can dictionary store different data type? Yes, a dictionary can store string, integer, floats, boolean, string, list, tuple, set, and even in the dictionary. And the difference between list and dictionary. Okay, so list is order, set is unordered. List is allow duplicate values, and set allows no duplicate. List indexing available, and set no indexing available. Okay, and if we allow see the difference between dictionary and set. So dictionary stores key value pairs, set stores only values. Dictionary uses keys, set no keys. Dictionary accessed by keys. Sets has no index. And then which brackets are used? Dictionary curly braces set. Uh, Sets are also curly braces. And empty set and set method. Okay. So some meaning is that which method adds a new element into a set. Okay, that is set. Which dictionary method returns all keys? Keys. Which dictionary method returns all values? Which method containing two sets? Union. And which method returns common elements? That is intersection. So, so here is the whole video of this lecture, and here's some homework that you can do for your source of information. Okay, so that is all from my side, and today we learn these things, that dictionary and sets. and in next lecture we will learn loops and functions. Okay, so today's video has come to an end, and have a nice day. Thank you very much.